John. One thing I agree with you on is that I wouldn't have made a product and put it out in the name of a child in order to gain any money. I wouldn't have done that. If Laura wanted to do that, that's on her. I personally wouldn't have done that. But you've been going on about exploiting children, which lots of the mainstream media and YouTubers are covering the Summer Wells case. Everybody makes money off of it, right? You do good true crime. You're pretty damn good at it. But you get focused on stuff like this, which diverts you from true crime that you do. However, during your true crime, you gained subs. Those subs give you views. Those views give you ad revenue, which puts money in your pocket. But that's okay. I'm not here to debate that. If that's how you feel about Laura and the candle situation, you have every right to. I wouldn't have done that. But I'm not going to shit on her for making an attempt to do something, and the community's giving her backlash for it, so she put it down. Have you taken your true crime videos down that have children in them or victims in them that are making you money? Have you done that? I remember when you and I were going at it real hard and you got mad. You said that you were my daddy, which would make my son your grandson and a child killer. But you got really mad at me. You hadn't spoke about my son's case very much. You'd bring it up when you were mad at me. But what you said was, I'm going to cover the Braden Ferguson case. I'm going to put out a video that millions of people will see. That's what you said. If I have to go back and get it, I'll get it. But in a sense, what you wanted to do, because it was a case you never spoke on before. We knew each other for years. You knew about the crime, and you didn't mention it while we were cool. Or at least we could coexist. But as soon as you got mad at me, John, you wanted to exploit a dead child in an act of revenge. That's what you wanted to do, because you didn't care about Braden Ferguson when you knew of me and you knew of my child's crime. And there was a time I was welcome in your chats. There was a time you and I were on panels together. Right? There was times where you popped into my chats. Right? And you knew this crime the whole time. But as soon as you got mad at me, well, I'm gonna cover the Braden Ferguson case. I'm gonna put it out there, and it's gonna be a production, and millions of people are gonna see it because I'm mad at Bryan. You didn't necessarily say because I'm mad at Bryan, but you didn't care about that baby before that. You and a lot of other people on here. Some of the people that follow you, when they get mad at me, they bring up what my son did. No one has ever just tried to cover it because they wanted to cover it. No one has ever spoke on it just because they wanted to speak on it. And they felt that it was necessary to remember Braden and get his story out there. The people on YouTube that get mad at me, and even Molly did it once. Laura's done it. But when they get mad at me, then all of a sudden they care about Braden Ferguson. So you need to think about what you say and what you do when it comes to other people exploiting dead children. Negs got mad at me and dug up Braden Ferguson. Why didn't they just do that without being mad or having an agenda against me? No bicker, John. I can talk to you. So when you take down your videos, your true crime videos, that are generating ad revenue to this day, then maybe you can talk about other people that are making money off these crimes. Why don't you do yours for free? You turn your monetization off. I went for 11 years on here doing true crime without monetization. I turned my money on because Laura and Molly were fucking with me about not having monetization. They were up on it, paying, hey, that's right, you've been here 11 years and you're not monetized. I just never turned it on. I turned it on the next day. So why don't you do it for free, John? Why don't you, I'm sure that you've taken some of the money that you made on YouTube to get your quality editing and recording software, hardware. Why don't you just come out of your own pocket? Why don't you just turn off all your monetization? Then you'll be heard more. Other than that, that's just my opinion. And as far as Tiffany losing her shit at Dunkin' Donuts, who really cares, John? We've seen you lose your shit. I've got videos of you losing your shit. So what, man? But anyways, see you on the 21st when you get that money for those true crime cases that you covered about victims who lost their life somehow. Thanks, and have a nice day.